Hey guys, it's ToProForuGames or Adam, and welcome back to another one of my COD Zombies Top 5s. Today we're going to be going over 5 Easter eggs that you completely forgot about in COD Zombies. Now, one thing that I want to mention really quickly is over the next couple of Top 5s, I am going to be giving away a couple of Amazon gift cards, and if you want to enter, all you have to do is drop the video a thumbs up, and in the comments section below, just say I liked, and that's all you have to do. So today's top 5 was submitted by the one and only COD Zombies God 115, and I don't remember what top 5 was from. It was from like 2 weeks ago, but when I first saw this comment, I thought it was a really awesome idea because there are a bunch of Easter eggs throughout COD Zombies that a lot of people have forgotten about, and for you new players, you might not even know that these Easter eggs exist. And when I was researching this top 5 myself, I was like, oh my gosh, I completely forgot about that. So what I did is I wrote down like 10, 15, 20 Easter eggs, and I pretty much just picked out the 5 best. So I could probably do a part 2 or a part 3 to this specific top 5 if you guys would want me to. So we'll be going over 5 Easter eggs that have just been forgotten over time. There's some really cool Easter eggs on this list, and I think a lot of you are going to be surprised. So during this part of the video, I usually ask you guys if you have any ideas for top 5s, but I have so many ideas from you guys, so I want to thank you guys so much for helping me out with these top 5s. For the next couple of top 5, I'll just be cranking out some of the sub-created ones, and then after that, I'll ask you guys for some more ideas. Besides that, guys, if you haven't already, make sure to drop a like. Our goal is 3,000 like always, and let's go ahead and start off our 5 forgotten Easter eggs in COD Zombies. So coming in at number 5 on my list, I have the exploding monkey Easter egg on Shangri-La. Now, this is actually an Easter egg that was found not too long ago, about a year ago, but it's a pretty cool Easter egg in BO1 Shang. This does not work in Black Ops 3. It only works on the Black Ops 1 version of Shang. So for this Easter egg, all you have to do is you have to go into the spawn room and stand in a specific spot. Once you're in that spot, all you have to do is hit up, then down on the D-pad, and then hit X or A if you're on PlayStation or Xbox. And if you do it correctly, you have to do it quickly. If you do it correctly, all of the monkeys that are just kind of chilling on the map, not the actual monkeys that run around and take your perks, but they'll be just monkeys sitting there just to look cool, they will all explode. It's a really weird Easter egg. It's not a crazy Easter egg, but still, it's something that's pretty interesting, and I can guarantee you a lot of you probably did not know about this. Again, it does not work in BO3, so don't try going in BO3 and trying this. You have to do it on the Black Ops 1 version of Shangri-La. So coming in at number 4 on my list, I have the rocket Easter egg, or also a unlimited fire sale Easter egg in BO1, and let me explain. Let's start off with just going over the basic rocket Easter egg. You can actually launch the Ascension rocket Easter egg in the Pentagon room, which is one of the rooms between leaving the PAP room and spawning back in the spawn room on Kino. So for this, all you have to do is go to the dressing room. There is going to be a mannequin, and you have to jump in front of this mannequin 5 times, teleport, head to the Pentagon room, and launch the rocket, which is kind of an interesting Easter egg. It was actually recently found. It took like 6 years to solve this Easter egg, but that Easter egg was just recently found like a year ago, and then it worked in Chronicles as well. But here's the weird thing in Black Ops 1 Zombies. From all of the research that I've done and some of the testing that I've done, it seems if you pair this rocket Easter egg with collecting all the film reels and shooting some radios on the map, you can actually get these fire sale drops constantly spawning in these secret rooms between teleporting and landing or spawning in back on the map in the teleport. It's really weird, but for me, it was so tough to test this in solo just because when you teleport back, there are 4 different rooms you can spawn in, and it was so tough to get in the same room where the fire sale spawned in. It's almost impossible to do it all the time, so it's something you would have to do with 4 players to consistently get those fire sales, but they're constantly spawning in those rooms, and it's a very interesting Easter egg. But again, it's both in BO1 and BO3, the rocket Easter egg, and then the fire sale trick is specifically in Black Ops 1 Zombies. So coming in at number 3 on my list, I have the Shadows of Evil upgraded Tripmines, and this Easter egg is really easy to do. All you have to do is you have to, first of all, pick a side, because you can either do a donut upgrade or a cake upgrade, and there are a total of 7 carts around the map. 3 for the donuts and 4 for the cakes, and whatever side you pick, all you have to do is grit Tripmines, go up to the cart, throw a Tripmine beside it, have a zombie trigger that Tripmine and die, and you'll hear Samantha laugh. Do that to all of your carts, again, whatever side you pick, and then once you've done that, you have upgraded Tripmines. And this is one of those Easter eggs that, you know, was kind of interesting when it first came out, but after Shadows or after DE came out, this Easter egg just completely died, and I feel like everyone's just forgotten about this Easter egg right here, because Tripmines in BO3, unfortunately, they really suck, which is kind of weird, because in, you know, previous games with Claymores and stuff, they were so good. In BO2, Claymores were amazing, and then here, Tripmines are garbage, and that's why I think everyone has forgotten about this. No one ever does this, because the Tripmines are just pretty much, they're bad in zombies, and no one ever wants to actually do this Easter egg. So coming in at number 2 on my list, I have the DE skeleton Easter egg, and the reason why I decided to put this Easter egg on this list is because back when DE came out, of course, and this Easter egg was first discovered, it's an Easter egg that I know myself, I did a lot, and I know a lot of people did this Easter egg as well. It's a really cool and interesting Easter egg. Actually being able to change the model of the zombies for an entire game was a really cool idea, and Treyarch, props to you guys, such an awesome Easter egg, but I don't know exactly when, but they actually changed how you did this Easter egg. It's really weird, but originally what you had to do is get the regular bow and shoot these invisible skulls around the map. It's really easy to do. Now they changed it so you actually have to be in plain sight. You have to have in plain sight active, and I find it kind of odd, because you have to run this specific gum to do the specific Easter egg. I find it very odd. I don't know why they didn't keep it like it was before. It was perfect, but having to run a gobble gum for this Easter egg, it kind of threw people off, and people were like, why the hell did it change? And people didn't even know it changed, and after they changed it, the Easter egg kind of just died, and I feel like no one really talks about it anymore. No one really does. I know people do, but majority of the community really, I feel like, has forgotten about this awesome Easter egg on DE. So here we are, guys, the number 1 spot on my list, and I'm sure there's a lot of you that have forgotten about this Easter egg. I'm sure some of you know about this Easter egg, but I feel like the majority of the people watching right now don't even know this Easter egg exists, and it's such an awesome Easter egg. And of course, it is on Buried, and Buried has so many awesome, cool little things. I could do like a top 50 things on Buried that you don't know about, because there's so many things on this map. But the Easter egg that I am talking about is being able to get perks for 10 points. So let me explain to you guys step by step how this Easter egg works, okay? It's an awesome little Easter egg. It's really great for getting more than 4 perks once you've hit those 4 perk limits. It's awesome for getting all the perks at once on Buried, okay? So the first thing that you need to do is go over the box and keep hitting it until you get the ballistic knife, all right? Once you have that, head over to the saloon, and we're gonna go ahead and play some darts with this ballistic knife, okay? You'll see this line on the ground right in front of the bar, and there will be a dartboard on the wall. Okay, you want to stand behind the line and shoot your ballistic knife until you get a bullseye. Once you hit that bullseye, you'll get, I think, 100 points, and then the piano that's beside the bar will actually start playing. When it's playing, you know that the Easter egg is now active. So once that piano is playing, it is really simple. All you have to do is head over to the witch's house, go in through the first section, of course, and when you exit that section, you will land right in front of the maze. Instead of going into the maze, head right back, like right away. You want to do it as fast as possible. Head back through the bottom section of the house where you head back to the main area of the map, and when you first jump into the house, down the hall, you will notice there's a witch sitting there playing on the piano. You can actually go up to the witch then and tip her 10 points, and she will give you a random perk you don't have. It's such an awesome awesome little trick. Now, you have to be careful when doing this because there have been so many times where I go up to her and I'm about to tip her, but a witch comes up from behind me and steals all my points, or I'm just not thinking, and the top level, I go through it and she steals my points and I have nothing to tip her. So you have to have points for this, so just be careful when you're standing there getting ready to tip her, because a witch can easily come up behind you and just take all of your points. But this is such an awesome little Easter egg, such an awesome trick for getting more than 4 perks. Like, what I usually do is buy 4 perks, and then I'll get the 2 perks with the time bomb trick, and then I'll get another perk with this, and I'm pretty much like good to go. So it's such an awesome Easter egg, such a little trick, and I'm sure there's a lot of you that did not know this Easter egg actually existed. So there we have it, guys. Those are 5 Easter eggs that you probably forgot about here in Call of Duty Zombies. And like I said at the beginning of the video, when I was doing the research for this top 5, I wrote down a bunch of Easter eggs that I thought would be good for this video. And of course, I only picked 5, so I still have so many more. So let me guys know in the comment section below if you want me to do a second or maybe even a third part to this top 5, because there are so many awesome little Easter eggs in COD Zombies that even myself have completely forgot about, and they are pretty cool and pretty interesting. So guys, if you haven't already, make sure to drop this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. If you want to see more top 5s, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.